They are right. It's all in your head. You have created panic attacks for yourself. Nobody but you. You are the only one to blame. Now, don't feel guilty about this because that's going to even cause you to go deeper and deeper until you hit rock bottom. And I don't want that to happen to you, but I do want you to understand one very simple fact, and that is the world that you see around yourself, the external reality that you can perceive through your five senses, is just an effect. The real cause of that effect, this thing that is projected on a screen of space, this all these tragic circumstances that you face constantly, all these bodily ailments and panic attacks and anxiety, the cause of this is the world within. And what do I mean by the world within? The world of thoughts, the world of feelings, and the world of imagery. Now, the important thing is imagery, because imagery, the mental images that is impressed in your mind, is so powerful that it can invoke feelings within you. When you think, you sometimes think in words, sometimes think in pictures. But if you can manage to think in pictures and hold attention on that pictures and make it very, very vivid, then that picture is going to create feelings in your body, and then you can change your life. So I'm going to give you a 3-step process on how to completely destroy anxiety attacks and panic attacks from your life. Number 1 is complete relaxation of your own body. Now, how do you do that? You just chant Om. There are so many different ways to relax your body, but chanting Om is the best because it also stimulates parasympathetic nervous system of your body and puts you at ease and puts you in a state where deeper meditation can happen. How do you chant Om? You just chant Om. And it's a 20-minute video. I have already made a video on that. It's just 20 minutes video. The longest video on my YouTube channel. You can check that out. Anyway, when you have chanted 20 minutes Om, you are ready for the next step. What happens after you have chanted Om for 20 minutes is your brain starts to go from high beta level, high beta waves, where you are very overly focused on your surrounding, you're very materialistic, you're very focused on your body and your environment and time, to you're now creative, you're now in a relaxed state, you're now in a very suggestible state, because your brain is producing now alpha waves, or even better, theta waves. When that happens, you're very suggestible to your own information. Now, what you have to do in this very suggestible state, when your body is completely relaxed and your mind is open and awake, is you visualize a scenario, an imaginary scenario, where you are already the person that you desire to be. You desire to be a calm, happy, relaxed, joyful, empowered, confident person. You start to visualize that you are already that person. How are you going to act? How are you going to walk? How are you going to see the world? What is the world going to look like after you have already become that person? Start to visualize all of this in extreme detail. What are the places that you're going to go, because maybe you're right now you're avoiding some places because they trigger your anxiety attacks and panic attacks. But now that you have become completely fine and amazing, go to that places in your imagination and hear the people around you, hear your friends and family members complimenting you. How is that going to make you feel? Are you going to feel happy that all your friends and family members have finally stopped worrying about you and have started complimenting you on how you have changed as a person, on how on how your outlook on life is totally different? Are you going to taste different kinds of food, the foods that you have been currently avoiding? Are you going to taste coffee again, because maybe right now you're avoiding stimulating agents? Are you going to date again, because right now, when you're inflicted by a lot of mental pain, many people, including me, was not able to date. I was not able to date. So if you're not currently able to date or date beautiful people right now because you don't feel like you are in that status, because You're inflicted with a lot of pain, then start to visualize that you are already dating the 10 out of 10 people. So, when you can make your imagination, when you can make this imaginary scenarios very vivid by providing all the sensory modalities, the things that you can see, the things that you can hear, the things that you will taste, the things that you will smell, the things that you will touch, then your mind will lose the differentiation between an imaginary scenario which is enriched with sensory vividness and an experience that you have in this three-dimensional reality. It's such a beautiful property of your mind. You can trick your mind into thinking that what you have imagined is actually happening to you in real time. And when that happens, your brain creates neural networks to reflect like that experience has already happened to you. The experience that you're having in imaginary scenario is actually happening to you in real time in your brain. Your brain actually physically changes. This has been proven by a lot of neuroscience research. So what you are going to do is you completely immerse yourself into this imaginary scenario in the first person. Don't imagine this like in a movie screen becoming very distant. You actually put yourself in the first person, see the things, hear the things, touch the things in the first person, and mentally rehearse this imaginary scenario over and over again enough times until you start to feel a lot of powerful elevated emotions. When you mentally rehearse these imaginary scenarios enough times, these neural networks that was formed inside of your brain start to become set, start to become hard, and it's going to send a flood of chemicals down your body, and that chemicals is going to create feelings, create elevated emotions of joy, of gratitude, of empowerment, of confidence, of power, because of course you're now finally the type of person that you desire to be, and you're finally doing the things that you want to do. So of course you're going to feel all of these powerful emotions, and these emotions, these feelings, what they do is they start to signal your genes, your new genes in new ways. They start to turn off the genes that are responsible for your panic attacks and for all the bad things that is going on within your body, and it starts to turn on the genes that is responsible for good health. Not only that, now your body and your mind is aligned with the destiny that is great for you, that is amazing for you. Now your thoughts and your feelings are aligned, and your feelings breathe life into that imaginary scenario. Your imagination in and of itself is really important. It's weak. But if you can feel the emotion of your desired future ahead of that experience actually happening to you in this three-dimensional reality, then those elevated emotions is going to draw that imaginary scenario, is going to draw all of those desired future events to you. The quantum field, the energetic field that encompasses everything around us, has all the possibility that you can ever think of. You just need to feel the emotion of your desired future, and that possibility that already exists is going to naturally come towards you, and you start to become that person automatically. Now, by no means I'm saying that you can do this in just one night, because right now maybe you have an attention span of a goldfish and you cannot hold mental images for long period of time. But if you properly show up day in and day out, especially just after waking up and as you're about to go to sleep, if you do this exercise day in and day out, you're going to make your attention longer and longer and longer. And when your attention is finally stable, when you can finally be attentive at the present moment, and you can finally give attention to your mental images without you having to worry about your panic attacks, you having to worry about something that happens in your life, then you you will change your life. Everybody can do this. Everyone. If you have 46 chromosomes, you can do this. If you have 47 chromosomes, I'm sorry, better luck next life. But if you're a normal human being, everyone can do this. Bible says that we all are made in the images of God. What that means is you can create the life that you want simply by relaxing, imagining, and feeling the emotions of your desired future. Now, I've already made a ton of videos about how to do that in extreme detail, but if you still are stuck, then I can help you. Message me on my Gmail or my Viber or my Telegram or my WhatsApp, which are all in the description box down below. And then we can get started right away. I provide online coaching and I will help you overcome your anxiety attacks and panic attacks so fast. Remember, sky's the limit once you truly know how to meditate, once you truly know how to become attentive in the present moment, once you truly know how to imagine correctly and feel the emotions correctly. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.